Caralho, missão secundária pra caraca pra fazer. Fala galera, tranquilo, quem fala com vocês é o Luan. E galera, vamos lá pra mais uma livezinha de Final Fantasy XVI. Vamos continuar aqui nossa jornada que, mano, eu... Ah, mas tá caraca, 20 viagens, mano. Eu tô fazendo mesmo, eu tô aqui, eu tô na... Vamos dizer assim, já estou na guerra. Então vamos continuar a nossa brincadeira. Vamos lá. Deixa eu ver as missões aqui, essas missões secundárias que temos aqui. Vamos pegar primeiro essas daqui, que ainda não pegamos. Fala, Stalker.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
O pessoal tá bolado aqui, mano. O pessoal tá bolado.
You know what you have to do. Clive,
Atualiza.
that I must bid you farewell.
Calma aí, daqui a pouco eu falo.
As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you.
Beleza, vou te ajudar, parceiro.
Take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die.
Pode deixar.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
Beleza, ó, vamos lá. PS Plus, eu acredito que a PS Plus, ela no dia 5, mais ou menos, ela atualiza os 3 jogos da PS Plus normal lá, a essencial. E no dia 20 ela atualiza normalmente. Normalmente chega dia 20 os jogos novos. Entendeu? Normalmente é isso que tem acontecido. Normalmente é isso, mano. Às vezes é num dia diferente. Por quê? Porque às vezes eles lançam um jogo. Normalmente é nesses dias mesmo. Vou pegar essa arminha aqui, ó. Espada rúnica.
I trust it's all here.
Isso aqui é melhor.
I hope it's to your liking.
Não. Aqui, eu comprar aqui.
Ah, yes.
Então, é o It Takes Two. Então, esse jogo, isso é interessante, porque esse jogo só tem como você jogar com 2. Se eu jogar, eu vou ter que jogar com alguém. Quem será esse alguém? Vamos ver. Vamos ver quem vai ser.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Quem será? Quem será? Próxima vítima agora. Tá, tem uma missão pra gente pegar aqui. Eu tô pegando as missões pra depois ver qual missão que eu vou fazer.
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
Claro, como poderia recusar?
Please.
Excellent. Thea, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course, leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Leitney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Próxima palavra começa com a letra V, tá? Essa que é a terceira palavra de hoje. Terceira palavra de hoje. Vamos lá. Caraca, olha quanta missão, mano. Tá, agora tem mais uma aqui ainda pra gente pegar. Fala, Michael. V.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even Gogon Blue couldn't break
Tô
it.
dando a volta aqui à toa, calma aí.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay, but we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could, but where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Ô Valmir, eu já comprei o código. Já comprei o gift. Assim que chegar o código, que não chega na hora, eu te mando lá no privado lá.
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. Would have, but now...
Rapidinho, quero falar agora. Ô Valmir, o seu é da PlayStation, né? Ô Stalker, o seu é do quê? PlayStation também?
All right, Sir Wade. Let's hear your plan.
My lord Marquis, it is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Ok. Vamos ver o que a gente vai fazer, mano. Já que a gente já tá aqui, vamos fazer isso daqui também. Ai, caraca, na moral, velho. Te falar. É cada um. Segunda letra, hein?
And you, Lord Rosfield.
Letra I. V-I.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, Men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic.
Mole.
A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Beleza. Beleza. Vamos ver pra onde que nós vamos. Vamos fazer logo as missões que tem aqui. Nessa área. Então, sim, a gente vai fazer. Vamos pra cá. Vamos. Vamos. É vocês aí, doidão? Seus doidão. É vocês mesmo, né? Vai todo mundo de ralo. Rebenta.
You will leave Eastpool now, or face the consequences.
Machar? Acabou não, hein? Olha o slime aí. The Slimer. Opa, calma aí. Eu tenho que mudar isso aqui. Ah, não tem como mudar agora. Tá bom, não tem problema não. Rebenta. Olha o slime. Eu doei. Já era. Tranquilo, Miguel. Tranquilo, Stalker também, pô.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool is in safe hands. Time to go and tell Martha the good news.
Beleza. O que você tem pra mim? Nada de bom.
There you go.
Por que eu peguei outro? Porque eu quis. O dinheiro é meu.
That all, is it?
Martha.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Aqui concluímos tudo. Ok. Vamos. Vamos pro rincão setentrional. Ó, as missões aqui, ó.
I got peppers to numb your tongue up on fire. There were ghosts at the gates, not days.
You needn't fret. The creatures have been...
Doidinho pra chamar meu chocobo. Estranho, né? Como que ele se chama o chocobo dele. Aquele bicho lá, parece um bicho grande, tá vendo? Será que é um... bicho lendário? Se for, vai ser legal. Não é não, não é não. Só é um bicho grande.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. Be safe.
Olha isso. Maluquice.
This must be our way then. All right. Let's get this over with.
Ok. Perdoei. Rebenta. Perdoei. Acabou.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Bem amarelo com aroma forte. Deve ser aquilo ali, né? Bem amarela. Qual será que é, hein? Será que é essa aqui? Capuz da Santa. Que nombre. Tá bom, vamos lá fazer outra missão aqui na área. Vamos aqui. Colinas de Orabela.
Let's go. Yeah.
Tá ali pra cima.
No need to ride from here.
Fala comigo.
Everyone. Quentin has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best.
Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's because he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Eu não prometo nada. Vou fazer o que posso pra ajudar. Entendeu? Vou fazer o que eu posso pra ajudar. Eu não tenho certeza não se vai dar certo não. Não é?
Let's go.
Andrômeda. Tá, é pra esquerda aqui mesmo. É aqui mesmo.
Damn it. Don't tell me I'm too late.
Caraca, mano. Eu cheguei mais rápido que eu pude. Caraca, todo mundo morreu.
Are you all right?
No. but I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog.
Fica tranquilo.
Quentin.
Papai vai cuidar.
I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
Moleza, papai.
Come on then. You're no guard dog. Just another beast that needs to be put down.
Destruição total. Estou! Wait, tchau! Easy. Verdade. Verdade.
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news.
Meu Deus.
It's been flooded.
What?
Inundada? A dieta.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool.
Caraca, mano.
Damn it. to last long in there. Come on, Torgal. We need to make this quick.
All yours, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal!
Onde que é a missão? Arrebenta todo mundo. O Toggle também tá ali na roda ali também? Tá não. Rebenta. Pô, só pegou em um, mano. Brincadeira, hein. Foi.
I need to find Quentin.
Ih, mano.
Quentin, look at me.
Ih, mano.
He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
Pô, pensei que ele ia ser transformado. Se ele é transformado, lascou, a gente vai ter que matar ele. Gugu liberado.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, You looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quinton. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
Legal. Eu não quero, não.
Fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
Aí você tá exagerando, patrão.
The Master Quinton we know?
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinton will suffice. After all, we are family.
Gente boa demais.
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Show. Show. Placa do enforcado. Um negocinho lá. Isso aqui com certeza é importante pra platina. Um rincão também, já fizemos as missões todas. Vamos agora pra cá ver. Vamos fazer aqui, ó. Uma aqui, outra e outra lá. E outra aqui também. Beleza, mais próximo é essa aqui mesmo.
Ready, go? Yeah!
É aqui mesmo? Não. Pode ser aqui também, talvez, hein. Me larga, rapaz. Show de bola. Os cachorrinhos tudo latindo, igual uns doidos.
There's a good boy.
Saber, toma.
It's over.
Acabou.
That's all of them.
Nossa, aqui, ó. O que passa? Passa, tá tristinho.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no.
Ué.
But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her. She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
Falar com a Heloísa.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is...
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do, but we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
Beleza. Beleza, beleza, beleza.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's...
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic. And they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now. And judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds. And she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me. And I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Alright. Vamos lá, tem mais uma missãozinha aqui. É, pra cá mesmo. Na verdade é pra cá, isso aí.
Run like the wind.
É aqui mesmo? É. Ainda bem que eu não gastei a última lá. Poderia, mas não quis.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Mano, o som não tá em... Calma aí, rapidinho. O som não tá 3D, parece. Mas deveria estar. Tá sim. Tá conseguindo mover a perna e tá onde, mano? Você? Tá aqui? Não. Tá por aqui? É você, maluco. Grita de novo. Ah, tá. Poxa. Tá vendo que ninguém tá chegando, grita de novo. É, na verdade eu não gritei, né?
You're with the battalion?
I am.
heard the fighting.
Vou no banheiro rapidinho, galera.
Are the others
taken care of? One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. TAVA is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
Ai.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnus when you killed my brothers.
Huh?
I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
Caraca, e agora? E aí, o que eu faço? Tudo bem, se você insiste ou ele mal consegue ficar de pé. Caraca. Acabei de salvar o cara. Mas ele quer me matar, né?
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Na moral, se ele me matar no final desse jogo, estiver dormindo, do nada chega e me enfia a faca, vou ficar muito bolado. E eu nunca mais vou ser bom. Pelo resto da minha vida, eu vou desconfiar de todo mundo. Estou confiando no jogo que... Estou confiando em você, hein, jogo. Na moral, hein, jogo. Pelo amor de Deus, hein. Ah, o jogo. Eu não mandei você confiar em mim.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something. It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Oh, goods. Aí, ó.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse
Não é
in town.
a Sharon.
But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't
Não é.
recognize the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Pô, tu é burro pra caraca, maluco.
Hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
Melhor você ter cuidado, você é tudo lerdão.
Goods.
Eu chego ali. Ah, meu Deus do céu, como que eu chego ali, velho? Até que pode ser por aqui por trás. Vou pra cá então. Mais rápido.
You fought very bravely. The safety of the town is in our hands.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Quem és tu, mulher?
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Ah, meu Deus do céu. Uma emboscada, gente. Meu Deus do céu. Vou morrer. Não acredito que eu caí nessa. Garuda! Tornado. Rebentas. Vamos devagar. Olha o doidão lá. Rapaz, assim você quer pegar minha espada? Tinha que vir pelo menos com mais uns 50 desse aí. Pra pegar a espada.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction. Then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone. Before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
Ah, se eu tivesse escolha.
Right now.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me and stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy, for they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He said she had to pay in blood.
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue.
Fazer o que, meu bom?
I have no quarrel with you, only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for hers.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself.
Goose.
Caraca.
No.
Enough, all of you.
Olha quem tá aí. Ué?
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind, though it was just Bogan back then. I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Não faça isso.
Gooch, you... If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Com o olho do cara. Eu acho que ficou sem zóio, hein?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It's an easy going through life, one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
Ah, foi ele que arrancou o olho dela?
I lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge, so I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due, but he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too, but... What if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the wet legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Rapaz.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
É, filho, era inimigo da Karen. Complicado. Tá, ainda tem duas aqui, vamos seguir aqui.
Come on. Someone's got himself in trouble.
Mais gente aí pra gente arrebentar.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your...
I already told you.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Cheguei. E aí?
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
O que é que vocês fizeram? Então segura então. Easy.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more. And his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free. Only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin, but...
Pegue, fi.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Beleza, mas aqui ainda tem uma coisa aqui ainda. Tem isso daqui. Tá, só a gente seguir aqui e voltar um pouquinho. E pegar a de esquerda.
Run like the wind.
Esse mesmo? É. Mesma coisa, pega a esquerda. Eu sigo em frente aqui. Esse bicho aqui? É, matar esse bicho aqui.
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. That's better.
Meu Deus do céu. Tadinho, foi fácil, hein? Easy.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Beleza. Aqui tem um negócio aqui, ó.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Show. Mais uma missão completa. Beleza. Tem que voltar lá pro rincão lá. Última coisa. Mano, aqui ainda tem coisa pra cá, ó. Ah, isso deve ir pra lá depois.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
É para cá. Deveria estar aqui ele. Aquele aqui. Nossa.
What happened here? If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my...
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
Then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right.
Vamos lá.
Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach. Visit the Vale. Tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Ah, molecada, vou pegar vocês. Bateram no meu amigo.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Tem mais um aí que estão perturbando, mano. Olha só.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Rebenta, destrói. O maluco ali do lado. Que doideira é essa acontecendo aí, rei? Não era isso que eu queria não, mas tudo bem. Não é isso que eu queria não, mas tudo bem. Fala, meu bom.
To the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive. And I'm fine, which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Someday there are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Parece ser bandido sim.
If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
I shall return to Northreach right away, but allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along...
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Pistolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
Beleza. Beleza. Fica tranquilo, mano.
He has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Meu Deus. Não acaba. Também fiz todas as missões secundárias disponíveis, né? Eu acho que aqui não, né? Não. Aqui em cima? É.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders. And speaking of which, I received word from both my associates.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim. Storm is in crisis. And if we are to free her, we must work together.
As it is mine.
Beleza, foi. Mais uma missão concluída. Beleza, agora vamos continuar aqui, vamos para as missões principais. 1h30 fazendo a missão secundária, meu Deus. Deixa eu ver um negócio, tem várias coisas ali pra gente pegar. Vamos só concluir as conversas aqui, de repente a gente já pega um nível aí, né?
So, did you have...
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not...
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
Vamos ver o que ela vai fazer pra nós. Queimou. Bonitinho.
And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Nossa. Meu Deus.
So, not fit for consumption.
What witchery is the crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavor and
Meu Deus.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon...
Decent. It's remarkable. And I defy Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give us a
Aí subimos de nível. Eu acho. Subimos. Subamos. Pão com patê. Melhorar aqui. Completar aqui da Carol.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for you. Well, reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots, and I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again. And you can...
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. He'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Tell me, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good honest. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today will cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Que isso, velho? Faz isso não. Aí é demais. Deixa eu ver aqui que tem como melhorar aqui.
Trouble with your gear, or so will it be?
Ó.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, right? Should last you a good while.
Vamos reforçar. 2,95. Tá vendo? Porque eu vou comprar. Se der pra comprar dois, que usa depois pra evoluir. Eu acho, não tenho certeza.
My best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you.
Show. Várias cartas. Meu senhor Marquês, durante sua ausência tomarei conta dos meus novos tutelados e farei de tudo para protegê-los. Apenas peço que você faça o mesmo por sua alteza. Eu começo. Clive, não tenho palavras para agradecer por tudo que você fez por Ala Perdida. Então, em vez de votos constrangedores de agradecimento, enviarei vários barris da melhor safra da próxima temporada. Tomara que isso faça você e seus companheiros pararem de beber aquela lavagem terrível de que tanto gosto. Valeu. Várias coisas agora no muro de memórias, ó. O placar do enforcado. Emblema do enforcado, a taverna situada no coração de Ala Perdida. Agora nas profundezas do fluxo de Éter. Tem o desenho de um homem encapuzado, faminto e preso pelos tornozelos, supostamente contemplando como vai se vingar daqueles que o deixaram nessa condição. Com o empenho de Quentin para construir um novo futuro para os que restaram de sua família de Ala Perdida, talvez o enforcado se reerga, mas provavelmente com um nome diferente. Incensório continental. Choribola. Bora.
If it's knowledge you seek.
Cole said it was an army of a cash.
Só para parar aqui de perturbar a gente, tá?
Clive. I do so enjoy art.
Ah, vai ver, só pra sair o amarelo ali.
What is it that you wish to learn?
Não sei de nada, não. Aqui, mano. Depois eu pego esses monstros aí.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised? All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Bora, missão principal. Meu Deus, agora. Agora, Luan.
If you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me. They're all right.
Long history.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you... Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know. But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things. Then I'll check the workshop.
Beleza, vamos ver a workshop, oficina. Olha aqui, cara, tem um monstro pra caraca que a gente vai pegar ainda. Só que eu não vou fazer isso agora, não. Olha lá, vamos ver. Ó, tem um... Ah, tem um bocado aqui, ó. Depois a gente faz isso. Vamos falar com a meio ali. Com a médio. Viu qual flash, ô Miguel? O novo?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
I know this is your hideaway, but...
What do we have here? Oh, Sid's pipes. I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's.
Não sei. Você que sabe.
What's this tucked inside it?
Midadol. Não, o nome dela é Midadol. Oh, eu sei que você gosta dos seus enigmas. Então acho que vai gostar desse. De todas as minhas invenções, esta é a melhor. Então, ao escolher seu local de descanso, lembrei-me, filha, da sua obra, a melhor. E agora a minha descansa no primeiro canto. As rimas não foram boas, mas vou melhorá-las depois. Boa sorte, Sid.
Sid's best invention. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
E morreu.
Well, did you find anything? Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was? Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little... What's that battered old box have to do with anything? I think Sid may have hidden something inside it. Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Tá onde então? Orquestra mecânica.
How are we supposed to do? Our duty when the hills are crawling.
Cole said it was an
Um negócio que eu quase não mexi por causa que é música, né, mano? Música dá problema.
Who's that?
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrum.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this.
Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at
Meu Deus do céu.
all the buttons. Like this.
Meu Deus do céu.
See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something chord.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah. There.
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. This is dope as the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Letamos.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the
Bahamas foi embora.
He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back, though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay...
And if that fails, try to stay alive, huh?
Bora. Pra onde quer que seja.
Whether the flagship sails, I have to get back.
Tá, vamos sair daqui. Olha quanta missão reapareceu. Meu Deus do céu, eu não posso... Eu não tenho descanso não, fi. Se for pra missão secundária, eu fico fazendo mais secundária do que missão principal. Maluco. Ah, que é porque vai ter luta aqui? Deve ser, né? Tem uma luta aí. Eu acho. A fundição.
Clive? My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Thumb?
O maluco é forte.
God sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me?
Rapaz, todo mundo vai lutar? Legal.
Here they come.
Vem pra cima. Não.
I'll take care of these fuckers.
Behind! I'll have you know.
About that offer, Gav?
How are we doing, Mid?
I thought you said that ship was fast!
Ó.
I haven't felt this alive in 20 summers! Come on, then! Which of you lot fancies meeting Ogre Killer Dats?
I thought it was called Heartbreaker.
Meu Deus, eu tô vendo lá, só tô batendo. Vai também, como o cara aguenta? Tem como aguentar não.
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
Ah, agora a gente vai ver ela pra aquela área nova. Área nova não, aquela área lá que eu falei. E... Oh! What?
But I thought he was... Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Ai, meu Deus. Meu Deus do céu.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Meu Deus do céu, lascou. Maluco. Lascou.
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield? My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Always an irons. No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Mate, new plan! You leave, we follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Pô, mano, na moral, isso não existe não, mano. Ah, pelo menos não tá sendo difícil não. Ah, mano, pensei que ia ser difícil. Quer dizer, até agora parece só inimigos normais.
Fuck it! Let's do the lot! Not yet. Wait for my signal.
Bora.
Right, run for it!
Não. Ai, meu Deus do céu. Ah, tu tem poder, pô. A Enterprise escapou. Nice.
Now, mate!
Alright, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
O Estreito de Náudia. O Enhar. Enhar. Não sei pronunciar direito esse nome, não. Ó, quem é, mano?
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Agora é o Enterprise.
Stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive?
Não, tem mais.
Face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye, and they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Randalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead.
O tio dele tá indo embora de novo.
Good luck, uncle.
Cara, senhorzinho, né?
May fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back.
Tomara. Maluco.
Cheerio. Oh, yeah.
Tá doido.
Well, you can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Acabou minha bateria do celular. Olha ele aí, ó.
Greek of mercy. All this. What have I done?
My lord.
Ele destruiu a cidade, não. Perdeu o controle e destruiu tudo. Olha lá onde nós estamos. O Clive tá aqui. Deixa eu ver se tem como salvar. Acho que não tem como não. Então vamos ter que ir pra cá.
Between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehenge.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Pull ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye.
Do you feel that,
Jill?
All hands! Battle station!
Se é a Jill, é o Odin.
Let's see what this girl can do.
Meu Deus do céu. Nossa, mano, ele mesmo.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them, condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Nossa.
Great Grigos gas!
Moleque.
One of us.
Hard at port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
now or never?
I'll find her.
Bloody hell! At the starboard!
Maluco, filho. Entrando no redemoinho. Tem como salvar? Não tem como, durante a batalha. Mano, porque provavelmente a batalha contra o ODIN vai ser gigante. Então se eu... Já são 00:10. Se eu tiver que lutar essa luta hoje, já ficar aqui até tarde. Ah, é que você é fortinho, vou acabar com você logo. Catum! Meteu um catum! 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 Ah, foi. Ó, galera, então o que acontece? Vamos... Amanhã... Amanhã? É, amanhã. É. Amanhã. Amanhã a gente continua. Tá? Tá bom? Amanhã a gente continua, provavelmente. Amanhã a gente luta contra o ODIN. E vamos ver o que vai dar. Galera, muito obrigado. Valeu, Miguel. Até a próxima live. Valeu.